Hi. This is Currency C-Drama. Chinese drama The Legend of Shen Li, Part 4. Shen Li was confused about Xingyun's identity. In order to find out the details of Xingyun as soon as possible, he started flipping through the notes on Xingyun's desk while he was already asleep. After reading through many of them, he found that they were nothing more than records of weather changes and plant growth. Such a boring idiot. Shen Li felt bored and put down the book. Suddenly she saw Xingyun sitting opposite her. She was caught peeking at the diary. This was embarrassing enough. Shen Li pretended to be nonchalant on the surface. Feeling panicked in his heart, he said that he just picked up a leaf and added it to the book. The days are still going on peacefully. Shen Li has not figured out Xingyun's true identity yet. She just feels that this person seems to be a poor person. He does not have any fixed income on weekdays. He paints with a brush, enjoys the moon and the wind, and occasionally looks at the moon. He was distracted by the distance and had no other special hobbies, so Shen Li planned to stay here temporarily and leave after he fully recovered. Having 3 meals a day, Shen Li began to learn to cook. It was ridiculous to think that he was the all-powerful king by Kang in the heaven, but he cooked and drank for a mortal man. However, Xingyun often did not regard himself as an outsider. He actually acted as Shen Li's master, instructing him to cook noodles and add firewood. Shen Li sometimes reminded him impatiently that the person in front of him was not a boss girl, but after the meal was ready, Xingyun came to the door of the courtyard and called Shen Li's name softly. "Shen Li, it's time to eat." The voice was so soft that Shen Li moved her face. Throughout her life, many people called her prince and asked her about leading troops in wars, or about healing wounds and stopping bleeding. But now someone called her back to eat, as if she was also a lovable woman, which made Shen Li's heart ripple. The young master in the city finally couldn't hold it any longer. He desperately wanted to make a divination to see if he had a chance to sit on the position of city master. He led a large group of guards into Xingyun's courtyard and reminded Xingyun to quickly perform divination for him. Xingyun had also seen the big scene and did not agree to his divination, so the eldest son started to use violence. Shen Li heard the noise in the house and beat the eldest son and his thugs directly. The eldest son fled in a hurry with his entourage. The small courtyard was finally quiet. Shen Li turned around and saw Xingyun in front of her like a doormat. Because the eldest son poured boiling water on her eyes, she was burned and she kept covering them with a cloth. Shen Li was a little confused. Such a weak mortal could be calm in the face of bullies. What on earth gave him such support? In the evening, Xingyun was fanning herself and making medicine. When she saw that Shen Li's hands were scarred from daily work, she felt inexplicably distressed. She even insisted on applying some medicine to Shen Li. It was the first time that a man cared about her so much. Shen Li felt quite relieved. The eldest son did not take advantage and immediately ordered his men to invite Fu Sheng. After Fu Sheng heard what he said in detail, he comforted him not to panic, and he would soon defeat the Taoist priest. There was a conflict between Xingyun and the eldest son, and he knew that he would never have a good life in the future. At dawn, he took Shen Li to Xingyun mansion to find another person to help him. This eldest son's real name was Gu Chengri. He had been arrogant since he was a child and had a domineering personality. The Ren, his mother, passed away, and his father doted on him. The second son, Gu Chengjin, had a stable temperament. Now the young city master has not yet been decided, and both forces are ready to make a move. Xingyun saw this opportunity and came to Gu Chengjin for support. Shen Li found a lotus demon in Xingyun mansion. This little demon had an extremely charming appearance. Shen Li wanted to catch it, but Gu Chengjin seemed to pay special attention to it. When he saw something was wrong with the little demon's skirt, he knelt down and put it in person. He was carried away. Shen Li could see his background, which made Xingyun extremely displeased, and jealously told Shen Li not to be interested in Gu Chengjin. During this negotiation, Gu Chengjin seemed to have trusted Xingyun. When leaving, Xingyun shook his money bag in a showy manner and said excitedly that he would not have to worry about running out of meat for a long time in the future. Xingyun's braised pork was very sweet, but Shen Li knew that she should leave. Staying in the mortal world would only bring trouble to this mortal. Now that people in the heavenly world have been tracking her down, I believe she will be found here soon.